we can do this one. I need some funny
Hey
shenanigans.
there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're playing some World Box today, because some days you just want to play a God Sim and create as much havoc as you possibly can. Also,
What
this
the
video is sponsored by Empires and Puzzles. So basically, the world is a big blank slate. And naturally, I have some ideas for how we can paint this canvas. And as you can see, we have a whole hell of a lot of choices at our disposal. For now, though, we're going to keep it simple. Good old basic human.
Want a king
we're going to
rat.
take that human, and we're going to add them to the very center of our map. So let's see, when you place someone, how does this look? Oh yeah, there they are. One measly little human. Here, have some friends. Oh, and also since I last played, the game added something really exciting. Hold shift to spawn multiple units. Really? Well, how fast is that? Oh god, yes.
Oh,
look how fast this is raising the population. Well, I can already tell what I want from this, which is to see just how high this world population can go. And this game has given me the tool to do that. And hey, all of you guys that just have to stand around, you know what you could be doing right now? Playing Empires and Puzzles, the sponsor of this video. Easy to pick up, hard to
Empires and
master.
Puzzles.
Impossible not to whisper things too. Empires and Puzzles is an award-winning match 3 puzzle
Of
RPG
course.
that you could be playing right now for free on Android and iOS.
Is there a
Not only is
limit?
this a
We
match
will
3
find
game with some
out.
sick strategy
Is
involved,
there?
but there's also a story you can follow. It's got like a kingdom
Maybe the
and
only limit is
saving
what
and
his
faraway
PC can
lands
handle.
and mystical stuff and gods and Valhalla and tombs and other stuff. And through all that, you can collect
For
over
free.
400 different unique heroes to train up and use to rough up everybody
Over
else. After that, it's base
400.
building a clock where you'll level up your empire, train troops, and summon
Level
even
up
more
the
heroes. And then you
empire.
can use those heroes to trample the leaderboards in the wild world of PvP and alliance battles. But why keep this a
PvP color
secret when you
matching.
can invite your friends? And you inviting them means you'll get rewards whenever their
Friends.
account reaches level 10. You'll also get more rewards like gems, VIP passes, and your friend also gets 100 gems and a 10-day VIP pass after level 5. And don't forget to check out the Hot Beach Party event taking place right now
Hot
from June
Beach
12 to
Party.
July 16. This
I
summer
wanna
event
be a
features
hot
10
beach
all-new
party,
heroes
Seal.
with a summer theme, as well as exclusive event
Oh,
stages and even some
motherfucker.
special power-ups. So if this sounds
Try
good
this,
to you,
thank
check
you.
out the link in my description or scan this QR code and you could be playing for free today.
Like I
And
said,
thanks again
thank
to
you as well.
Empires and Puzzles for sponsoring. Okay, here we are still. I've been doing this for about 12 hours in real life, and as you can see, things are going a little
12
less smooth than they were.
hours.
A few frames lower than before. We're currently sitting at a population of just above 96,000. I know that the game is running a little on the sluggish side, but we can't stop when we're this close to 100,000 people. Let's get over that finish line. So hold again, please. Okay, still going. That said, I think I overshot it a little bit. What with our 156,000 people. And I actually think this is the best we're gonna get because one, the game is running ungodly poorly, but also I've made multiple attempts to get the game to just keep going, which causes the game to just unceremoniously close. So I'm gonna say that our human population has hit maximum occupancy, which is fine because look how the game runs now. Ah, the glorious less than 1 frame per second. It does get a little bit better as you zoom out though, especially once we're so far out that everything just turns into dots. There we go. By comparison, that's worlds better. We could just play the whole game like this, right? Nah, I'm kidding. We need to see what this is like when we zoom all the way in. So let's finally start time back up and see how this goes.
Let's see.
Why is it making like a fly noise? I feel
Why
like
is it
I'm watching a
bees?
disease slowly spread. One that's made of mustard and a little bit of ketchup. Quick little child, get away from the mass, run for your life. But seriously, what is this noise supposed to be? Is this 150,000 people talking all at once? Because it sure sounds like
bees!
flies buzzing. All I'm saying is this just got philosophically deep. So let me tell you one thing I'm noticing right off the bat. If we take a look at our kingdoms, we've got just the one kingdom so far. Let's change that name though. Let's go ahead and call it 0.0000001 FPS gang. Come on, come on. Oh, see, look at that. That's a lot easier to understand visually.
Square.
That's humanity. And let's go ahead and speed up this process all the way to 5 times the speed. Okay, there they go. Spreading out like a virus. Oh my god,
plague.
look. So far, we have 3 different civilizations. Although I don't know if it's fair to call it that. So far, the original one has all the people, and these 2 offshoots have just the founding member in them. So far,
What
it
the
looks like
fuck?
everybody's migrating a little bit more to the left, but it's really kind of hard to tell. Okay, this is 30 minutes later. We're finally getting things underway. Let's zoom in for a closer look. Ah, I see. Some of you are hungry. Makes sense. You know what else I couldn't help but notice? These houses are moving on the... Things underway. Let's zoom in for a closer look. I see. Some of you are hungry. Makes sense. You know what else I couldn't help but notice? These houses are moving on their own, as if
It's
swept away
hurting.
on the wave of people. But I guess it means they formed a society.
Let's
and it looks like they
zoom in
even
for a
tried once
closer
before,
look.
with
Pain.
these houses now being abandoned
Yes.
already.
Of
and then we have
course.
a different settlement right over here. Well, I kind of get now why you decided to get away. It's probably a lot of mouths to feed, right? And our other civilization is down here too and doing quite well. Also, my God, you guys have boats already? How long has this been going? 19 years? Oh, you know what? I realize why the game is running better now. Because 133,000 people died. And
Holy
probably
shit.
soon to be more. Are you all about to die? Because if so, I want to watch. Excuse me? Oh.
What the fuck?
Why? Why did that happen? I didn't even do that myself. The game just decided it. When I expected the population to go down, that's not quite what I meant. But I suppose now is as good a time as any to show you this, that we can create our own nature and disasters. Let's actually go ahead and give them a little bit of help by raining down and stopping this fire. I know
By
it seems a little
farting.
weird that I'm trying to do something to help them not die, but I think they've already been... Uh-oh. Did I just hear another one? Oh, this has been a really bad time in history for you, hasn't it? I cannot emphasize enough that I am not doing this. The game just decided it was time for meteors. And also everybody's still starving. You know, I think they're telling me that I'm not supposed to touch anything. I'm just supposed to let this mass figure it out on their own. Okay, you know what? I'm feeling a little charitable. You see all these animals? You'll eat some of these, right? Like, do you eat chickens and stuff? I sure hope so, because we're gonna airdrop a whole bunch of them to you. What a lovely sound. I especially like it when you zoom out and do it. Yes, chicken me bananas. I'm sure this won't be enough, but hopefully it'll be so- Why? I just been trying to feed these people. Now there's only 6,000 people left. I'm not even being a vengeful god. The game is doing all of this. You suppose that these people over here are just like, wow, so glad I can just go out and pick some berries. Oh, what's this? A fire, huh? I'll just put that out. No big deal. Wow, I would hate to be all these people. Oh no. Oh, hey, the frame rate's good again. Probably because there's only 300 people left in the world. And you know, 300 is pathetically low. So it's time for humans round 2. I'll try to be a little more selective this time. And by that, I mean I'm just gonna put them everywhere. I'm gonna treat this map like a coloring book. And I'm a 4-year-old that doesn't know how to stay within the lines. So far, so good. Don't forget to get this little island too. Yes, I'm sure they're gonna make the best society here in Lemon Town. What the heck is this? Oh, you really are like a lemon person. And one of your traits is attractive. Well, I didn't need
An
the game to tell me
attractive
that. What a
lemon.
virile lemon specimen. God, all these lemons, what a party. I shall call this the Island of Virility. And as such, let's go ahead and expand what they got here. And a little bit more. And we'll just make sure that it's shaped just like a lemon.
Just
Now,
like
because
a
it's
lemon.
so precious, let's add some mountains. I don't want anything to hurt you. So we're gonna completely encase you in mountains, except for this tiny little spot on the stem here. If you want out of here, you gotta pretend the lemon is crapping you out. You guys aren't gonna like fight them, are you? 'Cause
The
they have
lemon
like little
poop hole.
lemon children for their lemon world. Just don't hurt anyone, okay? Anyway, back to adding more people. I think the real crime was putting them all in one area at once. But if we just pepper it gradually, maybe they won't notice their overpopulation. That's what I'm banking on anyway. Hello, all you citizens. Hope you don't mind some other people flying through. Just filling in all the empty space. Everything that's this weird dark color is a new human being coming into existence. Okay. Now that I've
Beautiful.
re-peppered the world, except for our beautiful, perfect lemon friends, of course. And speaking of, look at that. It's the year 28 in the month of citrus. Lemon Island, you were meant to be. I do have high hopes for this, though. I just really want to find a way to sustain this population. But so far, so good. People are wandering into these party houses, and I think emerging as citizens of this nation. I think. Probably.
Oh,
maybe.
shit,
Complete with all
I'm
these chickens
partying
still standing
hard.
around being like, can you believe these idiots? They think they're not gonna die. Wait a minute. Did you just change color? Am I going nuts? Weren't you a different color a second ago? Wow, things change so fast around here. Like, check this out.
He
Let's
just
add the
faction
kingdom layer
changed.
so we can see exactly the borders of our nations. Wow, that's a lot of different things. And I'm not even talking about this perfection down here. It seems like the biggest one is this one right here. Oh, which happens to be the original FPS gang. Nice to see you're still kicking. And apparently at war with somebody. With Red Clash of Great Thai. Well, who can blame them? Who doesn't love great Thai food? But I kind of wonder, like, how many of these can we have in total? Right now we have 13 kingdoms, but I bet we can turn that into a lot more. So let's start with trying to cut up the FPS gang, since they're the biggest. Okay, so here's my idea. Since we've got all these nicely populated areas, let's just go ahead and cover it all in mountains. And the great thing about mountains is people can't seem to get over them. And if they get stuck on that dividing line, well, sad to say, it's gonna hurt unless you can get off it in time. I'm looking at you 3. Oh, or even better, I'm looking at you 4 kids right here. See, look, this lady figured it out. Are you gonna be able to be more like her? Okay, 1 got away, and possibly 2. Aww, it was 2. Too bad.
Yikes.
Better luck next time. I'm not sure what that means. They're dead. Anyway, let's make little sub-kingdoms this way, where people are trapped inside the little mountain fortresses. And I would love to say that I've been doing this in an even fashion, but we can all see that that's not true. The important part is that they're all trapped even if they don't know it. Oh, this area right here is really populated. We're gonna have to cut that in half. It's kind of fun too to make like aggressive, quick, jagged cuts, because then it looks like stitches, and it feels even more surgical that way. So we can't have everything be super jagged. So for the last part, we're gonna do a lot of squigglies. Whoa. Okay, here we go. It's hideous.
What the
love
fuck?
it. Part dragon scales, part stained glass window, and then an arrowhead, an amoeba, and a lemon. So at the start of this, our world population is in the high 23,000s. And so far, the world is still broken up into much bigger chunks. Let's see if things change over time. Oh, well, that's probably gonna help. What is with this volatile planet? Leave everybody alone. Jeez. Come on, guys. Separate
isn't
your
even
nations
doing it.
already, or else I'm gonna look stupid. You know, maybe we just need to coax it along a little bit. Like, you see how this section here is green, and this section up here is also green? How can we convince them to be their own nations? Well, I do have a couple of ideas. So we could influence people with this icon right here, which is spite. Makes everyone despise the kingdom. But I've done that in a previous video before. So instead, let's go with inspiration. When used on a village that's not a capital, it'll become its own kingdom. And if all else fails, we can always go with Whisper of War. That'll definitely start a war. But I can promise you we will never use this. So let's try old inspiration. All right, let's see. How does this work? Oh, there goes like a light bulb. Oh, wow, that was easy. Wait, can I just do this again and again? Like if I just drop another one? Wow. And I can't help but notice that dropping more of these doesn't make the effect happen again. What if I just take one of these houses and separate it off? Okay, let's not get too excited and start changing colors. I'm trying to do something here. Okay, so they still want to be a kingdom together. Even if I start dropping light bulbs on everyone's head to inspire them to do different stuff. Well, at least it's caused some glorious infighting. Not in front of the kids. Actually, they're running in the way. It's their own fault. But I suppose it's kind of good for some stuff. Like, it is separating these ones from those ones now. So in some ways, it looks like this is sort of working for what we want, although it's not perfect. Ah, yes. Have 10 kingdoms at war. I'm not gonna say no to that. Okay, so I've been going around peppering all these civilizations in inspiration. And I would say it's had decent luck. Observe. Look at that. That's much better. Sorta.
Yes!
Because now we have a whopping 35 kingdoms. That's the process working. But why stop there? I bet we could cut these things up even more. So let's take to the mountain tool, and let's go ahead and slim down these nations even further. Pretty much all I'm trying to do is cut these up so there's like one house on one side, keeping everything else separate from each other. Sorry, neighbors. Welcome to your new private kingdom. Easy. Gotta keep everything surgical. Sorry, I'm not sorry.
Coming
everything's
through.
Kind of separated out now. If you thought it was hideous before,
It
wait
looks
till
like
you
a
see
very
it now.
messed
Every
up
single
art
house
piece.
is its own little kingdom, I hope. A lot of them went gray though, which I'm not sure quite what that means, but I'm not gonna think too hard about it. We've got some inspiring to do. Here, have this. Or not. Come on, change. Somebody change. Anybody change. Well, here I thought all this inspiration would do something. But some of these citizens here just want to stay with the blue team. That's okay, though. I've got another idea. Like taking this yellow block right here. If you guys aren't going to separate, I'm going to do it for you. So I think what we can conclude is these little places with these houses is just too small. They need a little more space to form a kingdom. Okay, stop that. No more expanding. Get out of here. So I'm going to re-expand some of these areas. Okay, so goodbye mountains again. There, we'll see if this spot right here is big enough. But we're not going to use these people. They've already failed us too many times. Instead, we're going to give this land to the orcs that do not like humans. So let's see how they react to one of these guys. Okay, well, the orc immediately punched a cow and now is having the time of their life. Oh no, the humanity. Well, don't worry, there's more where he came from. Here you go, orcs. This place belongs to you. Go ahead and defend it. And as you can see, this is going real well. Well, with all the fighting and things somehow on fire now. And then before you know it, ta-da! All orcs all the time. And now we'll see if this is a big enough space for them to work with. Doesn't seem like it, so we're gonna give them a little more land. If nothing else, we get to watch these orcs beat up a bunch of things and do whatever that was.
But why are they killing the cows?
Still nothing,
It's their
huh?
food
Well,
source.
we'll leave them be and maybe they'll figure it out. So we'll try and do the same thing over here. So let's see. Let's erase this wall right here. And I guess maybe this one right here. Let's try dwarves this time. Here you go. This land belongs to the dwarves now. Sorry, but they need this more than you do. I mean, they don't, but this is for science. Okay, you know what? This fighting is taking entirely too long. Instead of waiting for everyone to sort out their differences, let's use this little thing called force to bounce creatures around. Hey, you, get out of the way. See, that's much better. Okay, dwarves, it's all yours. Okay, there we go. Looks like they're finally building something. Civilization is starting again. And you can tell by the border. But what's going on with that surrounding area? Are you guys too good to become a kingdom? Well, you had your chance. Get out. Get in there, elves. Make this your own. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Basically, you have to kind of just open up the land enough. And then once you start seeing the borders, that means they had enough space to build. And then what the hell? Why not close it back up? Then you can open it up to another civilization. Okay, there we go. We turned that into usable land. Now we're just going to do that to all of these places. It's not as easy as science, but as long as we can formulate this place into as many kingdoms as possible, that's kind of all I care about. Oh, I guess I kind of care about that. Actually, you know what? I'm sure they'll be fine. Oh, except for the part where I think everybody's dead. Except that one kid. Don't screw this up, child. You're the only one left. And occasionally we have two civilizations that want to share, just like this one. And that's when we use inspiration to convince them that might not be such a good idea. So far, it's working great. Okay, I think I've done it. I think I've done something beautiful. I've broken up these segments into their own little kingdoms. Look at these weird-looking houses. That's because those are for elves. And these are orcs. And, of course, the dwarves. It's kind of fun to go around and see what these places tried to do with what little space they had. Like, these people bothered to make roads. These people have a ton of space and yet chose to do nothing. Opposed to their neighbors who built, like, a deck. Oh, you true artisans. And that's pretty much the long and the short of it. I somehow managed to take this entire thing of land and turn it into all these kingdoms. Yeah! How many are here, do you wonder? Well, I'll tell you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12, 13, 14, 15, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 86, 87, 88. There's 88 kingdoms now. I feel really good about this. This is all I wanted to accomplish. And now that everyone's living in perfect harmony, perfect isolated harmony, I guess there's only one thing left to do. Leave them peacefully to live out their lives. Nah, I'm just kidding. Why would we do that when we have a rage cloud? Makes you want to yell at the weather, huh? That, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna make everybody really upset. There you go, everybody. Just let that wash over you for a while.
I fucking knew it!
Just fine. And now that everybody's good and pissed off, now we're gonna go through where you see all these mountains that are all holding them back, and we're gonna switch it to hills, which they will be able to walk over. Okay, there we go. All cleaned up. And now lastly, we're gonna hit them with the madness. Creatures will become mad and start to fight each other. Look at what it does to this cute little person when we hit him with the madness. Ready for battle. And soon, so is everybody else. Okay, good luck, everyone. Well, now the whole nation's fighting, just as we like to see it. And it didn't take very long, but so many kingdoms have fallen and so many are being remade second after second.
What
so I feel pretty good about how this all turned out. And just to make it more interesting, we're gonna drop in a bunch of demons, which we'll put way here at the top. There we go. Just give humanity something to fight over. And lastly, the game has a bunch of different ages, and we're gonna move it from the Age of Hope into the Age of Dark. That way we're gonna be able to see this mess a lot better because they shoot fire. Oh boy, that doesn't look good. Hopefully they can get on top of that disaster. And you know, if I were a betting man, I would go ahead and say that I'm pretty sure the demons have won. Nice job screwing that up, humanity. Well, that was nice of them. They left the Lemon Island. There's hope in the world after all. I want to thank Empires and Puzzles again for sponsoring this video. If you want to check out the game, there's a link in the description, or you can use this little QR code.
Together forever.
Fun. I know I did. I'll see you next time.
This game is so fun. What the fuck? I need to play this at some point. World Box. It's from 2012? How? That's crazy. A place